So I watched this today, and it wasn't as bad as I keep hearing people saying. Because I've been seeing a bunch of talk about this on Twitter and YouTube and stuff about it being woke and everything. I wouldn't say so much that it's woke as it's just there's a lot of boring stuff in it, and I'd say the wokest thing in this movie is they don't explain. Okay, so she plays the daughter to this king and queen of some castle, and the mother is a stepmother, Angela Bassett, and I'm assuming her two kids are from somebody else or some other lady before her or what. They don't explain the whole stepmother thing, and it's not till the end that she really admits that Angela Bassett is her stepmother, and you're just kind of like, why is the mom black but the two kids aren't black? Like, what? It was just really weird. That kind of annoyed me. Like, they didn't explain that to you. It's just like, okay, here's the king and here's the queen, and she's black with two white daughters. Um, we don't know why. We just assume she's a stepmother, and we got a divorce in medieval times or something. I don't know. That's all I know. So this other faction of people are proposing that their daughter, her, marry their son for, I guess it was trade purposes or something, because at the beginning they're like burning their furniture and all this crap, and the dad's like, you have to marry this guy for the people, or we're all going to die from starvation and it being cold or some stupid shit. And then she reluctantly agrees, but it kind of goes downhill after that. It gets really boring. Bunch of fluff about, oh, like they make you think that she's gonna marry this kid, and there's gonna be like no drama or something, and then the mom of the other people is the gal from Princess Bride, and she turns out to be this crazy bitch, and they try to sacrifice her to this dragon thing so they can appease this dragon, because her grandfather or some relative in the past killed this dragon's babies, but the dragon agrees that if they give him a sacrifice yearly of their kids, and it was supposed to be 3 sacrifices because they killed 3 dragon babies. So she was supposed to be the third one to go down there and get killed. But most of the movie is her running around in this cave, and it was kind of like the Hobbit thing with the Smog and the Bilbo arguing or whatever. Like that's what it felt like. Most of it is just the dragon going, "Oh, you think it's okay to kill my kids, but if I kill you, then it's bad," and all of this. And then she's like, "I didn't kill your kids; they're tricking you," and all this, and it just goes in circles for a while. It's just basically her running around in a cave. Yeah, here's the cave, and she's got to get out of the cave because uh, she's got to tell her family and all of this, and it's just a lot of pointless bullshit on here. Yeah, here's the king she was supposed to marry, and then this crazy bitch is the one sacrificing her to appease this dragon. So most of the movie is them fighting in the cave, and then she gets out at one point, and then the dragon gets out, and then they kill a horse for no reason, which was like, it's one thing in movies to hurt animals, man. Like that shit really turns me off. Like I had to skip over that. Like, why did they have to show that horse getting like roasted like that? It was just, I don't know why they show that stuff, man. Like they show like this horse just getting roasted for like 5 minutes. At least on Game of Thrones, when that dragon killed it, man, it was just dead instantly. It was just this horrific thing of this horse dying, and then she goes and hides and tries to get away, and it's just so. Then the dragon, her 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 sister, the younger one, the gal from Princess Bride takes her to sacrifice since she got out. So then she goes back to save her younger sister in the cave. And then she finds out the dad is in there fighting the dragon. And then he can't kill the dragon. The dragon kills him. And then the dragon is like, either I kill your sister or I kill you. One of you are going to die. And all of this. And then she basically starts trying to fight this dragon. And she keeps getting killing blows on it, and then it gets her a couple of times, and it's like they can't really. It turns into like a stalemate. They can't really kill each other, and then she tries to make peace with the dragon, and it basically turns into Lionheart. I don't know if you've seen that movie Lionheart with Sean Connery and the talking dragon. It's basically the same thing. It's all the cliches of dragons. Any dragon movie you've seen, it's pretty much that. It's like, oh, I'm gonna help you because you can talk. We need to stop fighting. And then the dragon's like, oh, but you killed my babies. And she's like, no, it wasn't me. They're tricking you. The king makes us cut ourselves and then put our blood together, and you're getting confused, thinking that I'm the heir of the ones who did this to you when I'm not. And then the dragon is dying, and then she goes and takes these leeches in there, puts them on the dragon, and then the dragon's all surprised about like, oh, why did you save me and all this? And she's like, I told you I wasn't the one that killed you, they were. So then this is the part that really annoys me. Instead of her being able to get on the dragon and literally fly out of there, she has to walk her way out of there and then walk her way back to the fucking town. And then the people, or Robin Wright, I think her name is, the chick from Princess Bride, has already got these other people lined up, and they're doing the same thing already. And then she shows up, and she's like pissed off that that girl didn't die. And then the dragon shows up, and then she's arguing with this gal, and she's like, oh, you stupid bitch, you should have died. And then this guy is like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't want to do this anymore. And then the dragon shows up, and then she's like telling the dragon, or like being a total bitch. She's just like, we had a deal, it's not our fault you couldn't kill this bitch and all this. And then, man, the dragon just like, he just reduces them to ash. That was pretty awesome. That was pretty good. And the weird part is this dude was like so sorry. He could have gotten away, but he turns around and just stands there and closes his eyes. And then she's just watching him, and he's like, oh, I'm sorry. And then he just like, man, he just gets burnt to ashes. But they couldn't do that to the horse. The horse is like 10 minutes of it being killed and screaming and all this. I don't know. And then, like I said again, why couldn't she have just rode the dragon out of there like Game of Thrones? No, she has to walk back to town and then tell them and have this argument with them. It's like, I don't know. But as for it being woke, she wasn't really like a powerful woman or nothing in there. She was just mostly running around trying to like fight for her life. And like I said, the dragon got her a couple of times. It stabbed her with its fingers or something, or it did this big scratch across her, and then it I think it broke one of her ribs or something at one point, if I remember right. Something happened. Yeah, this is the end when she comes back. So the end is just basically there's nobody left at this castle to run it anymore, and she doesn't want to run it. And then she just takes their boat and goes home. And then the dragon is flying alongside of her, and yet she still can't ride the dragon. So it's like, okay, whatever. This is not a fairy tale. Eh, it's not the worst movie, not the best movie. It was okay, but it just felt like a bunch of cliches from a bunch of movies, man. Like I've already seen this in Lionheart and Dragon Slayer and Pete's Dragon and Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, and it's just, I don't know. I think it would have been way cooler if at the end the dragon like let her get on the back there and they were flying into that castle, and then she landed on the roof with that thing and she was like talking to them from the roof up there. That would have been a lot better. But no, she just, and that was the other thing too. They spent all this time trying to kill her by throwing her down that hole, and she just walks back into the castle like nothing. I don't even know how she got in there. She just, yeah, she looks like hell here, and she just walks into the castle, and everybody's just staring at her. It's like, really? Anyways, I don't really have much else to say about it. Like, it wasn't as woke as what you're told. This was the most confusing part of the movie to me, and it really drove me nuts. Because Angela Bassett is really good, but she's kind of useless in here, and then you don't understand why she's there, and they don't explain to you what happened to the actual queen or whatever, because the king is in love with her. You can tell that, but yet the kids are white. Let's see, hold on. This is the king here. And at the end, it is obvious that they're stepkids, but it's like, what, she didn't have any kids with her or whatever? Like, it was just kind of weird. It's just like, shouldn't you have a mocha kid or something? I don't understand this. I guess that's it, man. I don't really have anything else to say. I mean, it's a good movie to watch on a Saturday afternoon or something. I mean, it's nothing spectacular or anything. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I guess that's it. I'll see you next time. Bye.
I like to get paid, that's why I work every day. I'll be making money till I'm in my grave. Don't care what they say, I'll buy time with my money. Laughing to the bank cause it's funny. The money keep coming, I manifest it. Sing these lyrics and you'll get it. I'm the bank, come invest it. I attract and I have it. Money finds me attractive. I'm the type to make commas, turn a profit. I'm the boss, Willy Wonka, but it ain't chocolate. Yeah, I'm just being honest, I work for this shit. I'm usually modest, but this beat lit, so I'm going off thoughtless, talking my shit. Yeah, I'ma be the hottest designer in drip.